discussion on pit road, but they shook hands. Lap 46, that's the overhead, and I think that was Danica Patrick, the teammate of Mike Conway, that made contact, and that was a huge hit for Conway. We've talked. Is this back
That's happening
live?
right now.
Wow.
That's not
Briscoe.
a recap.
Briscoe is in the trap.
Wow, Ryan Briscoe, one of the guys running up front all afternoon. And we understand that he had contact with Ryan Hunter-Reay. Let's see how it occurred. On board with Ryan.
Oh, wow, that's a tough place to make a pass right there. First of all, when you hit a curb, like where you're going, you're not going to turn. You're going to go straight, and that's what exactly that happened. He hit that curb, and it just launched him at Briscoe. And
you know what? Ryan Briscoe gave him room in a place that you most likely wouldn't, but Ryan Briscoe was trying to do the right thing. He gave him room knowing that he was trying to make an aggressive move, but like you say, Wally, the moment that Hunter-Reay hits the curb and flies through the air,
there's no control.
You're like
when you
a missile.
That. Yeah.
And you know what is he thinking right now? That's 2 races with damaged cars, very few points. He was running fast, gave a guy room, and he's thinking, what do I have to do?
But even at that, Jan, if you're going to give a guy room to make a pass there, you almost got to get out of his way. That's a really, really tough corner to even run through there side by side.
Well, I think he was trying to defend and said, oh my goodness, he's coming up the inside. I got to try and do something.
This is turn 5 now, before the actual incident happened.
Okay, so here's where you're coming up, and obviously he's right there. He's going to take a look. This is just not the best place to do that. And you know, and I think even Hunter, before he committed himself, said this isn't the best place to do that, because you could see the right front was locked up. I don't think he wanted to be on that curb. So just, you know, that's a judgment call you got to make right now.
Yeah.
And both guys lose on that one.
Briscoe climbs out of his wrecked race car. But once again, he will not have a good finish, as was the case last race 2 weeks ago at St. Petersburg.
You know, back in the day, if that would happen and somebody had a run on you, you pull over in front of them and block them so that they can't do that.
Right.
When the contact first happened, Ryan Hunter-Reay said, I thought he was giving me room, and he just turned down. Moments ago, when he was told of the penalty, he said, you've got to be kidding me, and then followed up with, I can't believe this.
That's one of those things that you know, you could take both sides of the story. It did at one point, like you said, look like Briscoe was leaving it open.
Yeah.
And Hunter-Reay's like, no, I better not pass there, but oh, he's letting me have it, and he went in there. I mean, that's a really, really tough call.
And I know that when you're driving and all of a sudden that happens, you're absolutely convinced that the person ahead of you just totally chopped you. But when he sees the replay, he'll know that Briscoe, he had a curb on his left side.
Yeah,
he couldn't go anymore to the left.
And caught up with Ryan Briscoe, and we'll let you watch the replay here in a second. What's your take on what happened?
Well, I mean, I think, you know, Ryan, he's on the red tyre, and he's going quick. I'll give him that much credit, but he's sticking his nose in where it doesn't belong. And I tried to give him room when he went down there, and then, I don't know, it looks like he just jumped the curb and went straight into me, but it's not a passing zone, period. He's going that much quicker. He can wait half a lap and pass me where there's a braking zone. It's just really frustrating because we had a great car today. The Penske truck rental car was going fast. We were just hanging in there, waiting till we got on reds, and I was going to go race the Ganassi guys up front, but I don't know. I mean, they've penalised him. At least they've done something, but it doesn't change how our races ended today.
He seemed dumbfounded by the penalty and said that you came down on him.
Well, that's Hunter-Reay, you know, you're going to get that, but it was his fault. It wasn't a passing zone, and he drove straight into me, and it's just really frustrating.
Great race today.
Thanks.
Bob?
He finished 18th at St. Petersburg, and Ryan Briscoe is going to get a 21st place finish here this weekend.